Good things continue to happen in San Antonio. A family that recovered from the coronavirus is now helping other patients. Donating convalescent plasma is truly special to Amanda Trejo and her entire family. Several members of her family were diagnosed with COVID-19 in mid-March, but have since recovered. Her uncle Robert struggled to overcome the infection, but he has started to improve after receiving a convalescent plasma infusion. Now the Trejos want to help other patients. They'll be donating next Thursday at the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center.